Hey friends, for our next round of emails, I wanted to focus on the emails between Gypsy and Italy Guy. Whenever I was in Toddy One Skips Live yesterday, she asked me and Becca in Night Combos who we thought was the guy that Gypsy would really say she felt was the one that got away, the one she would really want to be with. Because none of us believe that that's actually Ken, definitely not Ryan. And most of us think that it's Italy Guy. So I had already planned on reading these in the next video, but let's get on it, friends. There is, I but haven't really been able to find the actual beginning or end, but there are some interesting messages in the middle here that I wanted to go over. So let's check them out. So where we're starting here, Gypsy and Italy Guy are talking in January 2021, just a few months before Ryan Anderson emailed her. This first, well, not the first email, but the first one we're going to read, inbound to Gypsy. Italy Guy says, "I'm really glad you enjoyed the portrait. It's a colored drawing with tempera. After learning about your story, I looked for information on YouTube. In the first video that I saw, you had that expression. It struck me a lot. For a moment, it was as if your eyes clung to mine. Drawing has always been a passion of mine, but unfortunately, for lack of time, I have not continued. It was 10 years I took a pencil in my hand, and it took me days to make in black and white. A dear friend helped me for the painting. Blank told me that your favorite color is sapphire blue, so I decided on the black background. Eventually, I'll send it to her so you can have it with you. By the way, I noticed that we have similar tastes for movies and a TV series. I like Dark Knight trilogy, Star Wars, Back to the Future, Harry Potter, Marvel, and DC movies, and many more. My favorite film is Once Upon a Time in America with Robert De Niro. I recently saw the movie The Notebook on Netflix. It almost moved me. My favorite TV series are Breaking Bad, Hercules, Stranger Things, Daredevil, Afterlife. I am currently viewing Cobra Kai. I am a non practicing Catholic. I believe in God, but I am convinced that we can honor in other ways besides praying. I know many people who go to church every Sunday and then in everyday life they are big assholes. One thing that disgusts me, are you religious? Lady Charmer? I assume the Lady Charmer question is in reference to something she said to him before. And then inbound again, Gypsy, as I told Blank, I'm not a Trump supporter too. I hope very much blank Biden will do some good for your country. Thank you for the trust you are giving me, and I'm glad you want to share your thoughts with me. I just read something about this F blank. She wanted to do a 12-episode show called By Proxy. Obviously, she is trying to make money by exploiting your image. Frown. I'm sure you learned a lot in prison, and I hope with all my heart that she can't sabotage your chance for freedom. I couldn't stand it. I know it's hard, but try to hold on and don't get down. Remember the words I wrote you in the first email. You are a warrior. You are a woman who has suffered, but this suffering will give you a strength that others don't possess. Honey, I believe in you. I'm sending a picture of something I did for you. Hope it makes you feel better. So I found that interesting. We know Gypsy's interested in art and artist, and apparently Italian guy did a little art, and he mentions that Gypsy's favorite color is sapphire blue. I've noticed almost all of her blown beauty is shades of blue. Then we've got an outbound from Gypsy, and this is January 30th, 2021. Good evening. I hope you're well. I am laying in bed on a Friday, taking everything that has occurred in the last few weeks. The problems with blank blank and blank blank, two of a kind, but they hate each other, and both are ugly, middle aged, stay at home housewives with nothing better to do than make life hard for me and everyone I care about and am close to. They are both cyber bullies. They are my top haters, and they do everything to try and sabotage my chance at parole. Blank's TikTok became a problem for me after Blank started drama earlier in the week. So Blank had to take all of the things about me off and leave only her videos without my input, or else there would be issues for me due to certain facility rules. Then, as all the arguing and drama was happening on Wednesday between blank, 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 and unknown to me, also now my ex boyfriend, blank, was yelling at blank, blaming her for the videos, which he knew about them the whole time. It had been up for views, and only now is pissed off because he saw it as exploiting me only after he saw the money apps on her account. He was pissed at me for not telling Blank to stop our videos and pissed at Blank for making them and ended his and my year-long relationship over it. I wanted to explain what all happened this week because yesterday, when I emailed you in an emotional state of mind, I didn't even know how to phrase words, let alone focus on an email that made sense. So I am emotionally, mentally, and physically drained from all the stress that came at me all at once. I am actually taking the breakup better than I thought. It has only been a day, so we will see how I feel tomorrow. I am strong enough to pick up the pieces of my heart. I don't trust easy, so when I love and trust, I love with everything I have. And all I know is Valentine's Day is coming up, and right now I want to eat chocolate and make pukey sounds during romance movies. Tongue face. I'm staying away from watching The Notebook, lol. Anyways, now that you are aware of what is going on with me, how are you? What does your everyday life consist of? What is a normal day in your life? So that one's interesting to me because she has a different story about why people break up with her all the time. I don't know that that is Ken that she's talking about because we're in 2021 and I think he broke up with her in 2019. I think they did get back together for a little bit, but God, who even knows? It could have been any one of them. But she says she gives a different reason here for the TikTok going away too. It wasn't because she didn't know about the money apps on her account and stuff like that. It's because parole found out, the parole board, and there's certain facility rules apparently. And then the ex-boyfriend suddenly got pissed. I don't know. It's usual gypsy wishy-washing around on things. Outbound from Gypsy again. I am glad we got the chance to talk verbally today. Blank told me you felt a little worried because of the small verbal language barrier. It's totally okay. I was nervous myself because I always get nervous talking to someone new for the very first time. I tell you what, how about you brush up on your English and I'll learn some Italian and we can meet in the middle? Smiley. You said my name easy enough. Smile. Inbound to Gypsy. You have no idea how happy I was to hear your voice. You're so sweet. Smile. You wrote me what my goals are this year. In all honesty, as we are all experiencing a particular phase of life, I'm trying to help the people I care about. I know I can't help everyone, but I'm trying to do the best as I can. I'm in contact with many people because of my work, and I am noticing there's a lot of depression around, and unfortunately, also a lot of selfishness. I want to be different. I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, but it's in my plans. But you know what? I was thinking about how nice it would be to see it together. I know I have too much imagination. Tongue face. Outbound from Gypsy. Oh my God, I finally got the picture you were talking about. It's incredible. It's perfect. Is it drawn, painted? Whatever it is, I love it. I would love to actually get a photo print out of it. Can you possibly send this to Blank and she can print it out for me? Thank you so much. Big hugs. Outbound from Gypsy. I think that it is very selfless of you to want to uplift others. Depression is a problem in everyday life for so many. I experience days that I go through depression. I say I am in my box on those days. It means I'm overthinking, introverted, and sad. I go through times that I do not want to talk to anyone and I could sleep for hours and hours, even during the day. So you responded to my email about F blank. Yes, I know all too well about by proxy. Almost 4 years ago, my father and stepmother was approached online by Blank with claims of being a writer. She told my father she would be able to create a TV drama based on my life, and I would get the royalties from the show's success. She seemed like a nice woman who cared for me and my family and wanted to do the story justice. All that changed in 2019 when my then fiance started getting a bad feeling from her. And he and I listened to our gut feelings that something wasn't right with Blank. Not only had it been 3 years and there was no progress on the show's creation, but she was promoting it as if it had already been made. She put my personal life on display for the world to judge and announced my engagement to the public without my or my fiance's approval. When I confronted her about it, she claimed it was for the better of the show to keep people talking about me. So I did some digging into her experience with the film industry. She has done nothing. She has no experience in the entertainment industry, and her production team is composed of other random people she met on Facebook. She is a total fraud who gained access to these media sources because of my popularity. She's been writing on my name for far too long. I told her that she can shove her bullshit contract up her ass. I'm leaving the show and her behind, and now she is trying to get back at me for doing so. But I found out that she cannot attend my hearing due to the fact that she is not a family member. Therefore, I am not all that concerned about her any longer with her attempts to ruin my chance at freedom. My life is a long running soap opera. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. I'm glad that lady, for not to be vulgar, can't ruin your freedom. I feel more quietly. Smile. As I wrote, I was very happy to hear you. If I could have seen your beautiful lips, it would have been better, and it would have helped me to understanding. Although in the past I didn't have problems to make myself understood outside Italy, I decided to go back to studying English during the lunch break. I'm a fast learning man. Since I was a kid, I have always had a photographic memory, which has helped me in many situations. Obviously, I would be happy if you learn a few words of Italian, smiley. Behind my brown eyes, there is a mystery, tongue face. Usually, it's my actions that speak for me. There's a line from one of my favorite movies, Batman Begins. It's not who I'm underneath, but what I do that defines me. Seriously, in time, I'll tell you about myself. I promise I will always be honest with you because you deserve it. I respect you a lot. If I could, in your moments of sadness, I would hug you tightly, put your head on my chest, and I would caress your beautiful hair to make you feel better. With me, you can be yourself if you want. I'm not a type who judges. Outbound from Gypsy. I just received the picture you sent with the thought bubble. LOL. Are you talking about me? What am I doing? Well, right now I'm watching TV trying to figure out what I'm going to have for lunch. Smiley, what are you up to? Outbound from Gypsy. Well, aren't you quite the lady charmer? Smile. A mystery, you say? Okay, I'll be patient. Inbound to Gypsy. Dear Gypsy, while I am writing you this virtual letter, I am at home and I think of you, who are far from your home. We don't know each other and will probably never meet, but I'm here writing to you to give you strength, courage, and hope. I know you still cry. You still suffer. You suffer in silence for all this hell, but don't get lost because love will make you survive all bad events. And believe me, you have much love to offer. I am writing to tell you that you must have strength because here there are those who support you, who respects you, who loves you, and who awaits you. Don't feel weak. There are dark days for everyone, but this is life, and this is how it goes. Never give up. You are a warrior, a lion, and you have to fight for you and for those who love you. You are not alone. Look inside and live for those who love you. From a distance, I can tell you this. Hold on to the little things until the last day of your freedom. Because even if now it seems far away, it will arrive. Until that day, break those bars with the power of thought and fly as high as you can. Crush bad thoughts and love yourself. You are a special woman. And if one day you want to talk, I will listen to you with great pleasure and affection. I'm in Blank Garlic's Facebook group, Gypsy Supporters. P.S. I signed your father's petition for your freedom and shared it on Facebook. A big hug, Blank. Let's check the date on that because he said you were a warrior there and he said he sent that in his first email. Okay, December 11th, 2020. We went back in time. I think that was his first email to her. Then outbound from Gypsy is just a happy holidays, love and hugs and love, Gypsy Rose. And then inbound. Gypsy, I missed you. Don't worry. I sense that emails don't process them right away. I received it today, December 29th. I'm sorry that your relationship is over and that you feel bad. I know very well how you feel. The important thing is not to allow these experiences to stop us from following our goals. If you really want to do one thing, do it, even at the cost of being alone. Traveling, seeing new places is the best thing that, in my opinion, can be done. I have always preferred spending my money on a trip than buying expensive cars or whatever. I like to see the northern lights too. Hopefully, this COVID-19 will go away soon. Fortunately, I enjoy excellent health. I pay close attention when I am at work and when I go out. Unfortunately, even here in Italy, we have many cases of COVID, but the vaccine is coming, although I would like to wait a little longer to do it. I have many medical friends, and I am trying to keep myself as informed as possible. I hope that when you will free, this pandemic will be over, and who knows, maybe we could even meet, Smiley. I have no children, but I love them very much, and I would love to have them. I will try to give you some information about me in the next emails if you want. I really love the first trilogy. My favorite is Empire Strikes Back. I also like the prequel trilogy. The last one makes me such hee hee. Which do you prefer? I sent you some money through Blank as a little Christmas present. Honestly, I did a little portrait of you, but it's a bit ridiculous. Smile. I haven't drawn in 10 years. By the way, excuse me if something I write to you does not seem clear, but I have not spoken English since 2015, my last trip. I will try to practice with more time. Inbound to Gypsy. I'm glad you have a tablet again. I wrote you an email on December 29th, but I don't think it arrived. Eventually, I'll send it back. This was the first New Year's Eve that I did anything. I was visiting my parents and I went home. There was nobody in the streets. Throughout Italy, restaurants, bars, and clubs have all been closed for about a month. Poor people. Fortunately, we opticians and optometrists stay open and survive. This last year has been disastrous. I heard 2021 will be better. I wish you much luck, but a lot. That's interesting. I guess he's an eye doctor. Hmm. What do y'all think about that? Huh. Outbound from Gypsy. Wow, you have no idea how happy I am to have a tablet again. It was so frustrating not being able to email anyone for like 2 weeks. And a delay in emails didn't help. Happy New Year, LOL. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's 2021. Did you do anything to celebrate? Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy. I'm very glad you liked my email. I wrote it with all my heart. I can imagine that you are a private person. I am too. I'm not asking you to trust me, but I swear on my honor that I will never post things that we write. My full name is blank blank for my friends, blank, Italian, 33 years old. I am an optometrist. I've made many trips. I've come to America twice and I hope to return. Damn virus. I also sent you a picture. Did you see it? Because the image you sent me in that first email said, "This image has been corrupted." By the way, do you still write like Star Wars? I love it. Smile. Outbound from Gypsy. Hello, thank you for the very uplifting words. It's kind of hard to find words after that. Your email was, to put it mildly, remarkable. I don't email or respond to a lot of people due to people posting my responses. I'm very private for the most part. I try to be anyway, but I had to respond to this. So please tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I notice your name is unique. I'm guessing Italian or Greek? Inbound to Gypsy. Of course, I'm talking about you. I just received your email and I was just thinking about you, tongue face. Finally, the Christmas holidays are over. As you can imagine, I don't love Christmas very much. Here in Italy, we have a curfew and restrictions, so I don't go out very often, only for work, buy food, and emergency situations. If everything goes according to the calculations planned around May, I should be able to get the vaccine. BTW, I sent you some photos of Naples. Let me know what you think if you want to see more photos of Italy. Outbound from Gypsy. I had blank find out what is your sign. So you are a Taurus, huh? I have an astrology book called The Secret Language of Birthdays, and it explains the personality traits of all the signs. I am determined to discover your mystery. Smiley. Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you for the love advice. No, oh God, no, it's not blank. Ew, no, blank. His name was blank blank. He had been a longtime supporter, without my knowledge, left his ex-girlfriend in order to even attempt a connection with me, not having even talked to me once at that time. We got together and it was great. He and my stepmom, Blank, would talk on Facebook and all seemed wonderful. We only had a handful of arguments the whole time we were together, but apparently he feels that it was all too wonderful, that it was all too much. Nothing like cheating or lying or anything that bad, but to him, even small things call for an argument. I knew he was always worried blank blank would find out who he is and harass him over being involved with me. So we kept our relationship private. I never thought it would end like this. I don't think he is a bad person. I don't hate or think ill of him. I just think he will have issues and have a difficult time finding a woman that will meet his need for perfection. No one is without flaws, and I'm no different, but I am loyal and true to the end. I think every relationship brings a new awareness of what I want in life and in a partner. I'm seeing patience and understanding is a must. I have beauty and the beast syndrome, LOL, and I love the beasts. Okay, that's hilarious. Gypsy thinks she's loyal to the end. Inbound to Gypsy. Wow, looks like I now can send the emoticons. Smile, smile, smile. Let me know if you get them. By the way, did you get the photo or did they censor me? Laugh heart. Outbound from Gypsy. I wonder how much it costs to travel where you are. I think I can still travel outside of the country on parole. I just need to get a passport. I have never had a need to get one, so I don't currently have one. LOL. What is the weather normally like there? Inbound to Gypsy. Gypsy Rose, sorry if I look tough. Obviously, I am sorry that you were in pain, and I would tell you that I would like to hug you tightly and reassure you, but I will not. The fact that you feel bad for such a person is an insult to your intelligence. Are you telling me you wasted 1 year of your time with a 43-year-old man who left you on TikTok? A person who spoke to you a few days before and changed his mind the next day? A poor loser who told you that you were unlovable? Gypsy, you just gotta be happy that you got free of a person like that. An eternal child who doesn't know shit about how to love and who will probably be alone. His name is Blank. So dry your tears and take a piece of advice. Don't think about engagement for now. Focus on your friendships, yourself, your future, and your fortification. There will be a time for love when you get out. And I'm talking about true love, not infatuation. I know how you feel, the need to be loved, but you have to be patient. I know people thoroughly. Only in this way can you give all yourself and understand if you are truly in love with someone. Unfortunately, idiots exist, but with experience that you will do when you come out, you will learn to recognize them. Everything will be fine. You just have to want it. Smile. Outbound from Gypsy. I love the rose within the glass cover. That's my favorite classic Disney movie, will always be Beauty and the Beast. Roses are my favorite flower. It's part of my name. Smile. I've seen the live action movie version as well, and I think they did a wonderful job with it. Also, is that drawing of yourself another one you drawn? It's a good likeness. I noticed you often wear turtleneck sweaters. Is it chilly there right now? It was hard to read that last one, it was partly cut off. Inbound to Gypsy. Sorry, I work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. I apologize even though I judged your ex-boyfriend. I don't know him and I shouldn't have. As you said, we're only human and I have flaws too. Perfection does not exist. I am convinced we have to be flexible and have an open mind to move forward in life. I try to see the shades of gray in life and not see things in black and white. I don't trust easily, but being an empathic person, I can understand the people in front of me. I believe in justice and I hate bullies. Sorry those two bitches bother you. Since I was a child, I've always defended the weakest, and often I got in trouble for this. But that's what I am. If I see someone in difficulty, I have to help. Otherwise, I feel bad about myself. I respect human life. Honestly, I don't even kill flies when they enter the house. LOL, I am very romantic. For love, I would do anything, but losing my dignity is something I could never do. My friends and loved ones heavily rely on me. Sometimes it's stressful because I'm afraid to disappoint them, but I try to hold on and carry on. I love the simple things in life, to be happy. I just need to be with people I love and laugh with them. I don't distinguish between social classes, skin color, or sexual orientation. Obviously, I only like women. Tongue face. Outbound from Gypsy. Oh, you are so sweet. I have my friend Google how many stamps it is to send a letter to Italy. LOL. There is a woman that isn't my blood grandma, but I call her Nona anyway. She lives in the US now, but she used to live in Italy, so I'll ask her. Lucky for you, I can send a lipstick kiss on a letter. You can choose where you want it. Wink. Outbound from Gypsy. Dear Blank, you like rock bands? My favorite classic rock band is Def Leppard. I like new age rock as well. I just bought Happy Song by Bring Me the Horizon. I have 630 songs on my playlist. I think it would be fun to give each other 10 songs when we want each other to listen. Send me 10 songs you want me to listen to, and I'll send you 10 songs I want you to listen to. Gypsy does this with every guy. Like I say, y'all, she's impulsive and she wrecks her plans, but her patterns stay the same. Inbound to Gypsy. As I wrote you, I love rock bands. I'd like you to listen. 1. Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. 2. Somebody to Love, Queen. 3. Don't Stop Me Now, Queen. 4. Stop Crying Your Heart Out, Oasis. 5. Don't Look Back in Anger, Oasis. 6. Rocket Man, Elton John. They redacted John on the last half of Elton John. That's so funny. 7. Shape of My Heart, Sting. 8. Jaded, Aerosmith. 9. Dream On, Aerosmith. 10. Just Like a Pill, Pink. Pink seems kind of like the odd one out in that list. Okay, outbound from Gypsy. I bought an audio tape of Italian language lessons and am reading a book on the language as well. But you have to promise you won't laugh at me if I don't say something right. I have never attempted to learn another language before. No promises, I'll understand you when you speak. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. OMG, you are so sweet. I can imagine that Italian is not easy to learn. Are you kidding me? I can never laugh at you. Thanks, honey. I studying too in the evening when I get back from work. Unfortunately, I have not much time, but I'll do my best. I wake up early in the morning, get ready, and run to work. Takes about 15 minutes by the car, obviously black. I am optometrist and an optician like my father and grandfather was. I have an optic shop with an office to make visits and an internal laboratory to assemble glasses. Under the shop, I have a kind of apartment warehouse, like a bat cave. My father and I are partners and we share the work. We have one person working for us. I work from 9 a.m. to 7 a.m. Then I come back home. The first thing I do is shower and relax. Before the COVID, I used to go out very often in the evening, but now everything has changed because of the COVID. Frowny face. I really like the live action Beauty and the Beast. Many details I had forgotten. I saw the cartoon at 4 years old. I thought your Disney movie was Rapunzel. False information by the act. As a child, I loved Aladdin and Hercules, and I have also seen them over the years. Absolutely not. That's a photo of me with a cell phone filter. You are one of the few people who have pictures of me. I don't like selfies. I don't like social media. I've always preferred live relationships. And I think people spend too much time taking stupid selfies and making other people's facts. I hate all this. I often wear heavy sweaters because I'm always cold. I hate colds. Current temperature is around 8 Celsius, 46.3 Fahrenheit. In the evening, it gets colder, or Celsius 32 Fahrenheit. To come to Italy, you need a passport. Tickets cost around $1,500. Don't worry, I'll help you with money. If I went back to America for a trip, nothing could stop me from coming to see you in prison. But with this virus, it is, and it cuts off. It's wild how freely people offer money to her. If he's telling the truth, he might have broke it off because it became too real. But if I remember right, I think I saw emails early on that indicated that she was friending Italy guy on Instagram and Facebook so that they could be in touch whenever she got out. And she was telling Rod in 2022 that if him and Kristy took get our relationship back together trip to Rome, let her know she has a friend in Naples who would show them around. I don't think Naples and Rome are anywhere near each other, if I remember right. Outbound from Gypsy. You are not a Taurus? LOL. Wow, the mystery deepens. Yes, I discovered fast that Italian is like French, spoken with the tongue, meaning lots of rolling words. LOL. Well, I feel honored to be the few that get your selfies. Smile. I think 1,500 is reasonable. I take it that that is only airfare, not lodging. Smile. I have always wanted to see Rome. So much history. Touching even one stone of the Colosseum would be like touching time itself. I'm sure to a native it's normal, but to someone who has only ever seen pictures and dreamt of seeing such noted sights, it's a big deal. If you would come to America after this pandemic is managed better, then I would love a visit with you and you can give me that sweet kiss yourself. Smile. Outbound from Gypsy. Have you ever heard of Google Call? I think it can give your phone an American number as well, so I can call your phone with an American number. A friend told me about it when I mentioned I was communicating with someone out of the country, and unfortunately can't call your number as it is now. So I was told about Google Call. Maybe we could look into that as an option for future phone calls. Inbound to Gypsy. Honey, thank you so much for the compliments. You are beautiful too. I love your lips and those two little neo on the chin. I also like your body. You are small but well made. Smile. 4'11", right? I am about 5'11" and 160 pounds. I try to take care of myself, but I prefer pleasure for my personality. I'm a detail-oriented guy. I deduce that you had a lazy eye problem from the glasses you were wearing. I mean the bifocal, the one with double graduation. Try to take breaks when you look too closely, like at books or the tablet, so the eye muscles relax. Let me explain. If you stay an hour with the tablet, close distances, stop for 10 minutes and look as far as you can. This thing is called ocular gymnastics and can alleviate visual stress discomfort. Obviously, it doesn't solve the problem, but it helps. Maybe one day I will visit you and give you some more information. You may not believe it, but I wanted to ask you this. You read my mind. Incredible. At the prison, the sorry, y'all, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Ophthalmologist, you can ask if he can test you for phorias and possibly ask if he can prescribe glasses for close distances, perhaps with blue control treatments. I'm planning to get an American number. Give me some time. Smile. I also noticed your scar on neck. I'd like to kiss it softly. I also have small scars on my body. I want to be honest with you. I'm currently in a complicated relationship with a girl. She recently asked me to marry her, but I refused. Please don't think badly of me. I'll explain everything as soon as I can. To talk to you about this, I have to start from the beginning. I will tell you who I am now and how I became what I am. Although I have very strict and classic upbringing, inside me I am rebellious and wild, but with refined taste. I don't smoke with the sport I never wanted, and I'm happy with it. I rarely drink. Sometimes I indulge in a glass of red wine during meals. Oh, they're always cheating, right? And these prisoners cheating. Outbound from Gypsy. Well, since you know all about my eyes, my right eye has multiple muscle surgeries from toddler age to adulthood to straighten a slightly lazy eye. The last surgery proved effective, but when I get tired, my vision blurs and the right eye drifts in slightly. In the past, I've had glasses that seem to correct it. Now it's been so long I've gone without glasses, I don't know what do I ask for when seeing the eye doctor here in prison. Also, the vision in my right eye is poor. I can see things, but not make out details. That is nothing new, though. Outbound from Gypsy. LOL, you probably get men and women's attention because it's not a secret that you are very handsome. You look like a man of class. Both genders think highly of this. How long ago was your last relationship? Or are you in one now? I can imagine it is difficult to date while the pandemic is going on, but it sounds like work keeps you busy and your nights sound relaxing. Do you drink or smoke? Outbound from Gypsy. I looked at my photo gallery because I deleted everything from Asshat. I have a few more pictures of you than anyone else. LOL. Outbound from Gypsy. I will take your advice for my eyes. Thank you. Smile. Yes, I have a few scars. I have two on my neck and a few small scars on my stomach, plus the scar from the feeding tube, and one on my thigh about 3 inches long. Honestly, I am very embarrassed of them. And yes, I am 4'11", 5 foot with shoes. Smile. Okay, so why did you refuse your girlfriend proposal? Are you just not ready to commit, or are you not sure she's the one yet? Sorry, I feel like I'm super intrusive in your personal life. LOL. Okay, I'm feeling a mystery deepen. What do you mean by you are rebellious? I feel like I've stepped into a scene of, and then I can't tell the last sentence. Outbound from Gypsy. The candelabra and clock. Inbound to Gypsy. No, Gypsy, absolutely not. On the contrary, I don't like weird things. Frowny face. I love romantic things. I've always refused to see 50 Shades of Grey, and I'll never see it. I was rebellious because I didn't listen to my parents. They oppressed me. I am wild because I would like to be with nature and animals. I love them. You got it all wrong. Frowny, frowny, frowny. Inbound to Gypsy. And if you really want to know, I asked you about the scars because I'm sorry you have them. They make me so tender. I told you about mine for solidarity, not because I'm a fetishist or other bullshit. My girlfriend accepted an important work contract involving periods abroad and said she doesn't want to have children. Obviously, I don't want them right away. But even if she told me in 10 years, it would be fine. She prefers a career but still wants to be with me. Bah. Now, are you happy? Thanks for your understanding. Bye. Dang. Outbound from Gypsy. LOL, relax, relax. I was teasing you. Smile. Yeah, the existent of my freak side is I like being bitten. That's all. She likes being bitten. Did you all hear that? Because Nick said she asked him to bite her. And then in her interrogation, she tried to say that those bruises were from him abusing her and graping her. Interesting, interesting. Outbound from Gypsy. I'm sorry, I meant no offense. I wasn't meaning to upset you. I was only curious. I wasn't judging anything. I know how that goes all too well. Blank didn't want kids, so I'm sorry. I was only teasing you. Okay, then, well, goodbye, I guess. Outbound from Gypsy. Apparently, I'm on a roll with pissing people off this week. My sense of humor can be a little off putting sometimes. Like I said, I wasn't serious. I'm sorry you and your girlfriend are struggling with the difference in life goals and plans. Anyway, I just received a catalog. I'm going to buy a deck of tarot cards. I've been doing a lot of research into Wicca and truly feel it is right for me. Inbound to Gypsy. I'm a little embarrassed. Maybe I was impulsive, and maybe I should have read the 50 Shades of Grey plot. I meant you were disgusted with me and scared. When speaking through a keyboard, it can misunderstand the tones. I'm not used to chatting, and I'm still learning your language. Even if those words will be read by the guards or supervisors, I don't know who. Hello to you, guards. I'll tell you anyway. To be clear, as a good Italian, obviously I'm not a Puritan. I can't believe I'm writing it. In fact, I'm rather open minded. I believe that in a relationship between two people, almost everything is allowed. I am passionate. I like to alternate sweetness with the other. I hope you are understanding me. Gypsy, I hope you don't think I'm an idiot now. It's 2 a.m. I'm tired. But I can't sleep and translate is hard. To translate is hard. Outbound from Gypsy. It's okay. Smile. I talked with Blank last night and she explained what happened. No, I don't think you are scary. Even in America, writing emails, text messages, the tone is never known. It makes it difficult to understand if something is said. Inbound to Gypsy. You're right. Sorry. I thought that 50 Shades of Grey was some kind of horror movie where the protagonist was some kind of depraved madman. I thought you compared me to this madman and then I scared you. This made me feel bad, sad face. Then I realized that I had misunderstood and didn't want to make you think that I was a Puritan. On the contrary. In conclusion, I made a mess myself. Sigh. You're probably laughing a lot. I also really like bites too, and what more? Ha. Outbound from Gypsy. So you mentioned that your girlfriend doesn't want children. I know from experience of dating someone who doesn't want children, it can be a difficult subject. I will be 33 when I'm able to even start trying to find a partner to have children with. When I was dating Blank, I conceded on the subject because I felt that I loved him enough to sacrifice my desire to have kids in order to make our relationship work. Then when we broke up, my first thought was, well, on the bright side, I can have kids, children like I originally wanted. So even though I had placed my own wants aside, that want was something that never left. That is something to think about in the situation with your girlfriend. Outbound from Gypsy. Happy Valentine's Day. You should send me a hot shirtless picture. Smile. So there's a copy paste email that I didn't bother to read because I've read it a million different times. She sent it to a ton of people. And it's the copy paste one she sent about Rachel Garlick's TikTok and not being okay with it anymore, blah, blah, blah. But it's interesting because she tells him coming up here that she sent that to just a very few people to be shared. So let's see. So this is inbound to Gypsy after she sent out that big copy paste email. Italian guy says, I am glad the situation has been resolved. Unfortunately, misunderstandings can happen. It's normal. I hope your friendship with Blank continues for many time. Smile. In my almost 34 years, I have learned from life that a person cannot please everyone, but life will go well all the same. The important thing is to feel good about yourself. As you said, the gypsy of the past is gone. Now you are evolving into something stronger. I am sure you will become a wonderful woman. Remember, suffering can be transformed into pure willpower. I know something about it. I want to make it clear that I have never betrayed my girlfriend, Blank. In English, Little Rose, it seems that roses are in my destiny. Decided to leave for Spain on January 15th. She will be back shortly for leave again for her work. I have been clear with her and feel good about myself. I don't know how our story will evolve because it seems we want different things from life. I could have tell you a lie, but I decided to be honest with you. I am a man of my word and I hate lying. Remember that. Red lace dress and lingerie, you provoke me, tongue face. Unfortunately, I can't see you in pictures, right? Outbound from Gypsy. I only sent that long email to very few. I wanted my apology to be shared with people because that is the point. I don't think anyone has shared it though. Our hints and manipulation are so obvious. Outbound from Gypsy. To clarify, she has sent me money. I never denied any of that. Unfortunately, when talking to my sister a few days ago, there was a misunderstanding between Blank and I about the money part of the issue. I was only wanting my sister to explain to others that I am not comfortable with the merchandise. So there was so many misunderstandings between all of us. I just talked to Blank on the phone about an hour ago and she and I cleared things up and she is aware now. I want all videos that are about me taken down and her pages to be about just her. There will be no further updates on me, no emails from me, nothing but her life. Which is what I asked her to do 2 weeks ago, but she misunderstood me when I asked that of her. I bet I'm just guessing, I bet Gypsy told Mia that she didn't get any money from Rachel's TikTok because probably Mia and the family just found out that it was a problem in some way, asked Gypsy what the hell she was thinking of. She probably threw Rachel under the bus and said that she wasn't getting any money from it, but behind the scenes admits that she did. That's just my guess and speculation. What do y'all think? Then we have Outbound from Gypsy. Sweetie, as romantic as your thoughts were, you have a girlfriend, and I am not the kind of woman who charms men who are committed to another, even if he is a hot Italian with a talent for drawing and apparently sweeping women off their feet. Your thoughts on a night in Rome was beautiful, by the way. If you're single when I visit you, maybe that can be a reality someday. I happen to have bought a new red lace dress waiting for me when I get home, as well as a few lingerie items. Oh my god. This is literally within the same email, y'all. It's 3 paragraphs long. First paragraph is, "You have a girlfriend. I'm not the kind of woman who charms men who are committed to another." And then second paragraph, "If you're single when I visit, maybe that could be a reality someday." Third paragraph, "I have a new red lace dress and lingerie." What the hell? She's so contradictory. It doesn't even take time for her to be contradictory. She's contradictory in the moment. Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you for reaching out to try and help the situation. My issue is blank is seeing one perspective, and I and others in the parole board sees a different perspective. She and I had our fun with the Q&A videos at first, then things took a turn when blank blank was threatening to get me in trouble for the videos. I asked Blank to take it down everything that regarded me, and she didn't. I had someone look today at her page, and all these past videos are still up. Videos about me are still up. The merchandise was a bad idea altogether. It looks like I'm proud of my crime. Her selling stuff reflects negative on me. How do you think my mother's side of the family feels about her murderer's friend selling t-shirts and merchandise? People don't think about that. Blank didn't think about that. Neither did I at first. And every day that passes that her page revolves around me, I get more and more upset. I see the parole board in 10 months. My focus needs to be on my freedom. I'm sure it wasn't meant with ill intent. I know it wasn't, but for the love of God, I want her to just wipe her page clean of me because it has caused too many problems for me already. Again, I'm not accusing her of keeping money. I'm saying she isn't looking at it from the perspective of someone like, say, my aunt or uncle or my grandpa. My crime hurt people, and I'm trying to make amends, not create more pain for them. Okay, that's interesting. Here, this email was dated that was outbound from Gypsy, dated February 10th, 2021. And so she says, people don't think about that. How do my mother's side of the family feel about her murderer's friends selling t-shirts and merchandise? She says, blank didn't think about that, and neither did I at first. That neither did I at first part is important because it, in my opinion, indicates that Gypsy was absolutely okay and on board with the merch, whatever she tries to say later. The second thing that stands out to me in that one is that she mentioned her grandpa as one of the people she didn't want to hurt, as one of the people whose perspectives it needed to be seen from. She says, and I'm not accusing her of keeping money. I'm saying she isn't looking at it from this perspective of someone like, say, my aunt or my uncle or my grandpa. My crime hurt people, and I'm trying to make amends, not create more pain for them. She's worried about creating more pain for her grandpa, but she also accuses him of sexual abuse. Now, like I always tell y'all, I'm not educated on these things. I don't know anything about psychology or trauma, and I've not experienced this. So, someone let me know, is it normal to worry about hurting your abuser in a different way? Something tells me in my mind that maybe that actually is normal because that would seem to be in line of what I've read about, like, say, Stockholm syndrome and stuff like that. Anyway, let me know, friends. Inbound to Gypsy. I couldn't sleep much. I was waiting for you to call me at any moment. I have a weird sensation. I think you're sad. I feel it inside me. I don't know. Maybe I am a little bit too. You have no idea how much I want to hold you tight in my arms. Sad face. This guy is such a douche. Outbound from Gypsy. I am ending my friendship with Blank because she has exploited our friendship for financial gain, and that is not okay with me. I no longer support her TikTok. Outbound from Gypsy. Blank. Blank and I are not getting along. I am upset with her, and I am walking away from a 5-year friendship. I want to state that I do not want any messages from her. So if she's trying to tell you to tell me something, don't. I will conversate with you on the grounds that it stays between you and I. Inbound to Gypsy. I'm thinking about you. I'm in my living room on the sofa listening to Aerosmith's song Crazy. I look at my rose within the glass. I know you're in your box. I can feel it inside. Try not to care about the judgment of others. Just listen to your heart. As told you, the idiots exist and they talk too much. Only in the depths of your soul can you find your guide. Some people may inspire you, but the solution is within you, not outside. Ask yourself every day if what you're doing is truly the most you can get for yourself. If your mind sets limits for you anyway, dare to do your best to overcome them. But you have to believe it. Do not allow the idea that you have made of yourself to become your prison. True freedom is to free yourself from the limitations of your own mind. You can do much more than you think. You just have to free yourself from some insecurities first, transmitted to you as a child, and those that modern society transmits. Break the rules, dream, dare with all your strength. I know your life seems empty now, but if you try to fill it with things that matter, friendship, love, selflessness, and hope, it will never be empty. For the moment, I respect your loneliness and I will not write you, but I will not abandon you. Why do I have the feeling that he's quoting from some Italian book that's not known in American? Like, just easily translates the lines and puts it as his own thoughts. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because he seems jerky to me. What do y'all think? Inbound to Gypsy. Gypsy, Blank contacted me. She told me that she thinks you're upset with her. Of course, I didn't tell her you wrote me. I asked her if she is willing to close the TikTok account to save your friendship. Now the merchandise is gone. She said yes. So I think she really cares for you. Can you give her a second chance? I know that I don't have the right to ask you since I am nobody, but would you do it for me? Think about it. Oh my goodness. So it's so weird to me. Like the triangulation isn't always just romantic with Gypsy. Like she gets her friends and all kinds of family, all kinds of people all up in her business. I think because she just enjoys the drama. Y'all remember, I think it was her and Kristy on the TMZ bus doing that question thing, maybe where they were asking what genre Gypsy liked or something like that. And she's like, "Oh yeah, drama." And Christy's like, "Haha, yeah, we all know you love drama," or something like that. It was hilarious. Inbound to Gypsy. Fuck. I just got your last two emails. On blank. This fucking JPay doesn't process emails in weekends, keep in mind. Don't worry, I won't say anything. I could never betray you. I'm terribly sorry. I like blank a lot. Frown. From what I know, she was giving you half the money, right? Have you thought about it? Well, I just ask you not to make my mistake, to react on impulse. I think a second chance is not denied to anyone, but whatever decision you make, I will respect it. In the end, nobody forces people to buy merchandise, but maybe there is something else I don't know. Can you give me more details? Are you doing this for what Blink said? Interesting. Oh, this one's a doozy. This guy, like I said, all these dudes, they try to play the player. They try hard. This is inbound from Italia. Hi, Gypsy. These days, you are always on my mind. Soon it will be Valentine's Day, and I'm thinking about how much I would like to spend it with you. But what's happening to me? I imagine you here in Italy, in Naples, or maybe Rome. I guess I come to pick you up from the hotel for dinner. I would be very elegant. I love to dress elegantly. I would bring you some roses and chocolates. I imagine you in a red dress, slightly wavy hair, a deep red lipstick. I would take you out to dinner in the best restaurant in town to let you savor the pleasures of the best Italian cuisine. I would always look you in the eye. I would smile often. After dinner, I would take a walk. I would hold you by the hand. I'd do my best to make sure you had a great night. You deserve it so much. I would take you back to the hotel, waiting for you to invite me in the room. I'd give that sweet kiss on your lips. I would slowly undress you and kiss you everywhere. And yeah, even the scars. I bet you're laughing, Smiley. I'll leave the rest to your imagination, Smiley. Just right now, my heart is beating fast. I know that you are going through a difficult time, and maybe I shouldn't have written you this email, but it was stronger than me. This is exactly what I would like. I'm sending you another drawing. I hope so much it improve your day. I miss you. Good God. Outbound from Gypsy. Let's make a day and time of when to expect a call from me then. Smile. I wanted you to get an American number so when we do talk, I have the ability to call you. By the way, I appreciated the emails you've been sending. I've been preoccupied with the drama. I love the Baby Yoda pic. Inbound to Gypsy. Eventually, also talks to your mother and stepfather about all this and get advice from them too. Maybe you can get an even clearer view of the situation that happened with blank, okay? Inbound to Gypsy. I just read the email you probably sent to all of your contacts. As I have written you, I will respect your decision, whatever it is. Thanks to Blink, I was able to talk to you and get to know you a little bit. And for that, I will thank her forever. I'm sorry it ended like this, Frowny. Blink told me she is suffering from this situation. Obviously, I didn't tell her that you wrote me, but she is so sad. I told her I would send you a message. She will surely write to you too. I'm sorry for this situation, but I'm on your side. Never forget that. Outbound from Gypsy. You will come to me if the situation improves? Maybe I need you to tell me what you mean by that specifically. What are you thinking about? Yes, same time Saturday. No, you cannot write the parole board from JPay. You would have to send a real letter. Or if you wish, you can JPay me the email you wish to submit, and I can print it out for my hearing. Outbound from Gypsy. Blank sent me your address. Do you want me to write your name above the address or just write it how you sent it to her? She knows he has his girlfriend there. She doesn't want to, get him caught. Outbound from Gypsy. I just got the Valentine picture. Wow, I'm speechless and blushing. You have very nice body. Can I retract my statement about not flirting with you? I think your complicated girl has new competition. LOL. Ho ho. What happened to Miss I'm not one to charm a taken man? Inbound to Gypsy. I receive your emails in no particular order, sad face. Today I received two of those 216 and also of those 17 and 18. Yesterday, those of 15. Strange but true, I got the response to the parole email after a few hours. In the photo I sent you, I was in boxer shorts, laugh face. Eventually, I'll send you one without a shirt, wink face. Anyway, I would love to have your photos. It don't have to be sexy. It's okay, even normal. With uniform, no problem if you want. Of course, I was joking about my date of birth. I had written year zero, like Jesus Christ. Bad joke, sorry. Little help. I was born in the summer and I'm not a Gemini. Laugh face. Sorry, I'm mysterious, but I still don't want to talk about my past. Yes, my parents were strict. Sad face. You can also write my name on the letter. Blank via street, blah, 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 Italy. Attica Volante, my optic shop office. I meant if the health situation improves, if COVID infections decrease, or whether it will be possible with a vaccine, I will come to see you in prison. I want to see you. I don't want to wait 3 years. I will always be honest with you. Do you see the smileys, emoticons? This smiley. Outbound from Gypsy. I might visit you a few times, alone, smiley. We could binge watch The Mandalorian. It'll be interesting to see if Gypsy ends up taking any trips to Italy, y'all. Outbound from Gypsy. Hello, Jedi Master. Smile. Or are you Jedi? Jedi or Sith? I would pick Jedi, but I do like to be a little bad sometimes. Wink. I discovered Star Wars when I was about 10 years old. I grew up with the prequels, and my favorite character was always Padme as far as the prequels go. She was a hero in her own right, and I feel like the newest sequels, the character Rey, reminds me a lot of Padme. The women kick ass just as much as the guys. I had so many Star Wars books, novels, graphic novels, comic books. I don't have them anymore, but I plan on rebuilding my collection. If you can, buy the Book of the Jedi. Or if you like the Sith better, or you like both equally, there's also the Book of the Sith. I wasn't disappointed when watching the newest movies. I feel like Lucasfilm partnering with Disney was a good decision. Disney has just the reputation that Lucasfilm needed and a big enough fan base to keep fans watching for years to come. Smiley. You sent me a photo of you with a stormtrooper from your trip to Orlando. Have you been back to Orlando since Disney built the new Star Wars edition to the park? Instead of just the ride, there's a whole new area of the park that opened up a few years ago. I would love to visit Orlando and see the new addition. If you can wait just under 3 years, perhaps you and I could go together. Smiley. So I am laying in bed thinking about you. You look like you can keep a woman hot. I think you would like and be pleased with the curves of my body. My breasts are a good handful, as is my ass, if you could see me. Okay, from aside from the obvious takeaway that she has no problem with trying to get this dude away from his girlfriend, It struck me that Gypsy was talking about her Star Wars books, novels, graphic novels, comic books. Those aren't cheap, as we all know, and that would have been a lot that Dee Dee would have spent for her, or that other people would have donated from Southwest Missouri or Louisiana. And she says, "I plan on rebuilding my collection." Like, yeah, no shame, no shame. Outbound from Gypsy. I was thinking about how I asked you to tell me more about your life, and I realized that came across kind of demanding. I want you to open up more when you feel comfortable. So I apologize if I seem demanding. Not all scars are visible, and that goes for everyone. Mine lay deep within and make it hard for me to have a relationship. I have very specific views on boundaries, and violating my trust is one of them. So I totally understand if you want to wait to bring up the deep stuff. I just want to know you. I will never judge you. I want to be someone you can talk to about anything you and know that you are cared about. Outbound from Gypsy. When things return to normal, I can manage to request a full weekend visit for us. Visits are normally 4-hour sessions. Offered is an AM session or a PM session, one session per day. However, they make exceptions for long distance travel. So I can possibly manage to get both morning and afternoon sessions for all 3 weekend days. So instead of only 4 hours with me, you'll get 24 hours total. 8 hours on Friday, 8 hours on Saturday, 8 hours on Sunday. Smile. But of course, that is when things return to normal. Outbound from Gypsy. You are correct. These emails appear in no order. They can be delayed and are random when received. I completely understand and will wait for you to share whatever you want with me when you want to. Smiley. Yes, I did receive the warm email. I think my response might be censored. LOL. I just said that I think you would love my curves. Wink. Inbound to Gypsy. Thanks for the compliments. You were very kind. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this one is outbound from Gypsy on February 20th, 2021. I told my stepmother about you. She said she added you on Facebook. And she also said instead of sending blank dollars to send to me, if you would like, send it through her blank instead, and she would send it to me. That is so wild, y'all, how Kristy was all up in getting money from people for Gypsy while she was in prison and out. She probably knew about the goddess lady. Hell, or man, whatever. Outbound from Gypsy. Is there anything particular that you wish to know about me? You're welcome to ask me anything. I'll always tell you the 100% truth. My question to you is, what do you wish to hope to acquire? What would be the takeaway from visiting me in face to face in person while I am in here? Oh man, I wish he'd asked her if she swung any of the stabs at Dee Dee. If she's willing to tell the 100% truth. Not that I think she actually would, but yeah. Outbound from Gypsy. I just want you to know that my favorite thing about going to the optometrist was getting to see out of that machine that looks like big binoculars. LOL. So, what kind of style glasses does the handsome gentleman suggest for me? Boy, she has no trauma about medical people or situations at all, does she, y'all? What do y'all think? There's this big, massive outbound one where Gypsy goes into blah, 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 a DNA version of Match.com and this TV drama called Soulmates. But then she gets down here and she says, I don't like to count my very toxic online relationship with blank as being one of my relationships because of the weird nature of the relationship. It was all and nothing but the bondage, sadomasochistic talk with him. It was all he talked about day and night, which, to be honest, I'm not that experienced in sex to begin with. So the rough stuff is not something that appeals to me. But at that time, I just wanted someone to love me. So I was agreeable to anything at that time. He and I only had sex 3 times, and it was horrible. He didn't know what he was doing, he couldn't get it up, didn't do anything right, and I'm pretty sure he didn't even know how to find my I just can't express how disappointing my first experiences were, and he certainly never made me reach euphoria, but I sure faked it, tongue face. Anyway, moving on. Now, what's significant about that is this is an earlier email. As y'all know, the dates are all mixed up in this original document. And her saying this, it was all and nothing but the bondage and sadomasochistic talk. It was all he talked about day and night. I don't like the rough stuff, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's probably why the dude got freaked the hell out later on whenever she asked him if he knew about 50 Shades of Grey and started talking about how she liked it rough and being bitten. He was confused as hell, y'all. Oh my god, what do y'all think? And then here's this particular paragraph is very revealing. Gypsy says, "My fatal flaw in relationships is the fact that I plan and map out how I picture a life with whoever I am with. I imagine how our lives would be together, and then I invest myself too much that when the relationship ends, I have to reconstruct how my life and the direction I am going will be changed now that the plans I made with this or that person is no longer an option." Well, I do believe that. I think she plans out babies and marriage with every man she meets or lays eyes on. And but she's impulsive, and whenever one of those dudes is weird enough to be interested in her, she blows it up later with impulsivity because she sees another man. Outbound from Gypsy. Number 1, break up with your girlfriend, Ariana Grande. Number 2, yeah boy, Kelsey Ballerini. Number 3, realize, Colby Collet. Number 4, next boyfriend, Kelsey Ballerini. Number 5, House of Pain, Faster Pussycat. Number 6, blank space, Taylor Swift. Number 7, love song, Tesla. Number 8, Halo, Starset. Number 9, good for you, Selena Gomez. There's something for number 10, but I can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna stop after this next one, even though there's quite a bit more and probably more interesting stuff, but this is getting really long and I've got to edit still. So there is an inbound to Gypsy. It's really long on 2/22/2021. And he blah blah blah, my young Padawan. And then he says, "Yes, your stepmother added me on Facebook. Eventually I will send the money to her." So what do y'all think about this, friends? I'm gonna put a little goldfish palette cleanser and song here at the end, and I hope everyone has a good day. Let me know what you think in the comments. They're spending most their lives living in a goldfish paradise. They're spending most their lives living in a goldfish paradise.